Hello, everybody. Roxanne Govari with Pemberley Realty here in San Diego. And my video today is directed towards either realtors who have been in the business for a while, or those that are thinking of getting into the real estate business, or new realtors that are thinking of how to actually basically come up with ways to sell, where to go and find property, where to go to find customers, how to go about this. So years ago, when I started in the business, which was in year 2000, and I started in the business, and then our office kind of dissolved itself and fell apart. So I changed offices, and when I first started in that office, the way that we used to generate leads was through what we called floor time, which was basically a series of ads that the brokerage put out there. In those days, there was no real internet, so things were put into newspaper, and then people would call, and then were interested in the home, and then we would go out there, show them, and turn them into sale. Well, today that has basically turned into internet leads, and where people go and see a house on the internet, be it on Zillow, be it on Facebook, Instagram, Google, or wherever else that they see the property, and then they reach out to the realtor that is associated with that property, and that's how they come across the realtor. Or a better way is to actually know the realtor that you're working with, and that's how you get to choose your realtor. And so networking is a great way to come across people that are thinking of buying or selling homes. And when I am talking about networking, I'm talking about events. So and one of those things that are always very handy dandy is to have a business card, so that you can give the business card away, and let people know that you're in the business. A better way to actually let people know that you're in the business, instead of giving the business card, is to actually get the information that people have, because you, or the realtor, is a professional salesperson. A realtor is in the business of collecting information, or a realtor should be in the business of collecting information, and then reaching out to the customer and following up with that customer until they get them to the point of doing a transaction. So another way of getting getting to that point is also digital business cards. So for that purpose, I use another app that's called Popple. Popple is another app that you can use, and of course they're asking for that's Popple. And another one that I also use is called Blink. This is another one that I use. It's called Blink, and this is how Blink looks like. The icon for Blink, this is how it looks like. And both of these apps, you basically have your information saved there. You can have the person scan this QR code, and once they scan the QR code, they have your information, and in turn, you also are able to get your information. Or something even more simple than that. When I'm at an event, either a party or networking event or anything like that, I simply ask people for their contact information, and then I store it in my phone, and later on I can follow up with them, and either meet them for coffee, for lunch, or or something like that, so that we can stay in touch, and then down the line, turn that into a relationship, turn that into a transaction. And so So parties are a great way to get to know people and develop relationships, because the other thing about the real estate business is you cannot expect to meet somebody today and sell them a house tomorrow. That's not how real estate works. You've got to be willing and able to play the long game. This is not something that is going to happen like that. So, and you can't expect somebody to say, "Hello, I'm buying a house." That's not how it works. Just like let's say like dating, right? You can't say, "Hello, let's get married tomorrow." That's not how it works, and nobody would want to be in a relationship like that. Same with sales. So you've got to basically make sure that you form a relationship. You make sure that you're there when they need you. You make sure that you are there to provide them with information, be a resource for them, be helpful, be there to solve problems, and then once they are ready to transact, then you can be there to be their realtor. That's how it's done. So if you are a brand new agent thinking of getting into real estate, you've got to consider that this is a long game. But if you play it right, and you're constantly in front of buyers or sellers or people, then at one point somebody will raise their hand today, somebody will raise their hand tomorrow, and throughout the course of your business, then you're able to make sales, and you're able to make transactions happen. So now let's talk about around the holidays. What are some of the things that you could do? So if you're a brand new agent, then you don't want to spend a whole lot of money to be doing this. So then what can you do? There's a lot of parties that you can go to, and you can show your face. You can talk to people. You can be jolly. You can be social. And in being social, you also want to be mindful of the fact that you are a salesperson. So you have to do what they call work the room. So what I mean by work the room is talk to somebody and strike a relationship, and then try to get their information, and then make it intentional, so that later on you can follow up with those people, and then move on. No, don't spend the whole night. Let's say you go to a party for 2 hours. Don't spend 2 hours with one person, because then all you have is just one person that you can follow up with after the party. But if you spend 10 minutes with one person and strike a conversation and get their information, then you move on and you talk to somebody else, and you move on and you talk to somebody else. So in the course of a 2-hour party, you have the potential to get to know 4 or 5 people. And then if you have those 4 or 5 people, and you get their contact information, then afterwards you can follow up with those 4 or 5 people. You can meet them for lunch. You can meet them for coffee, and you can continue the relationship until you get to a point where they're ready to buy or sell, or they're ready to that at that point they like you, they trust you, and they are ready to recommend somebody that they may know that is thinking of buying or selling. So that's if you are a brand new agent, or an agent that doesn't have a large budget, and therefore you want to leverage on the parties that you come across that to create relationships. If you do have a budget, then there's other ways that you can leverage. So you can around Thanksgiving you can always do a Friendsgiving party. You can do a pie giveaway party. You can do pop buys, and pop buys is when you can basically go down and figure out, okay, who are the people that like me, trust me, and are willing to work with me. And then at that point, you can stop by and say, knock, knock, knock. Here I am. I'm in real estate, and I wanted to see if you're thinking of buying or selling. And here's a little goodie that I have for you, and have a nice Thanksgiving. So those are some of the things that you can do to basically put yourself out there, put yourself in front of the customers, and see if you can transact with them. There you go for how you can go about creating some business around the holidays. Either go to the parties or throw parties. And of course, there's so many different ideas that you can do. You can do a movie night where you have a little dinner and then a movie for a number of your customers. You can do open houses and do a cookie exchange within the open house, or a party where you do a cookie exchange, or you can gather a group and do caroling and go around the neighborhood and let them know that you're coming around to sing for the neighbors and that you are the realtor of choice if they're thinking of buying or selling. So there is so many different ideas. If you get creative, you can have fun, and you can get to know the neighborhood and neighbors, and also you can put yourself out there and get yourself in front of people. Well, there you have it. Thank you so much. If you join me, I am happy to see you. And if you are in San Diego and you're looking for a new home, a new real estate brokerage, we are hiring agents, and we love to have you. There's my phone number. You can reach out to me. I'm always available and happy to help. And my Instagram handle is Roxanne Govari. So feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions that I can answer. I've been a broker for over 20 years and have trained many agents successfully, and I love doing so. There's my email address if you want to write an email to me, and looking forward to hearing from you, and have a great evening and happy generating leads throughout the holidays. See you soon.